Hey guys, Frost here. Today we will look into artifact material raid. This is going to be the beginner's guide for it, and if you want something advanced, then you should watch the next video that I'm going to put out. Let's start with the basics. Goal of this raid is killing Salazar before he reaches a crystal. While trying not to get overwhelmed by ads and later on oozes. For the stage 1. Stage 1 is actually like the tutorial, as we get a few of them during the campaign. And in this one, you cannot change your heroes. So I heard that question multiple times. I have my awesome heroes and I can't use them. I can use only these that I'm here left with, but unfortunately you have to bear it. It's just the first stage. When you clear it, you're done with it, and then you can carry on using your own heroes. So then let's look into stage 2 through 5. So this stages have 3 spots for high ground heroes. You are mainly to face, besides Salazar, normal mobs, parasitic beholder, sorry about it, who take no extra damage to magic or physical attacks. So if you can see here, like they both take roughly the same. Here you are unlikely to face oozes or any other higher monsters. There is a giant ooze here, but I presume she just spawns when it's time over, if you're not able to kill it in time, like in Rage Timer. So then we have stages 6 through 12. These stages with 2 spots for high ground heroes, and you are still mainly to see normal mobs, parasitic beholders. I don't know, I have issues with that word. Okay, and the stages 13 through 18 are the stages with only 1 spot for high ground heroes, so the platform heroes. But here, additionally, with parasitic beholders, we are getting oozes, who, when they combine, get to be nasty giant ooze, and that one is quite difficult to kill. So you want either to kill Salazar before giant ooze comes, or kill the oozes so you don't let them combine. And there's additional tactics that you can do, but we'll speak about that later on. Okay, so for stages 2 through 5, you are to use one tank or a fighter with as much defense as possible, just to block the Salazar off. So here you can use Rex. Rex is really good with his shield. Possibly if you overgear it, you can clear it without a healer at all. And you want to use your best heroes to kill the boss down. And if it happens to be like a melee hero, you can chug him in front if he's really big, a lot of HP, so if he can take the pain. If your blocker allows it, you don't even have to take the healer, as I said. You place the highest DPS hero you have, and then you can place your blocker. So that's depending on the cost of the DPS that you have. So if it's not something like Zealous, which is really expensive, then you can place first the DPS hero, and he can then collect his rage, so for his ultimate, and then you can place the tank later on, so you can min-max a bit with that, so you get the ultimate sooner with your DPS. And if that high DPS hero is not a fighter, so if it's platform hero, then you will have to add, and you don't kill the boss too fast, you will need to add a fighter on the sides where the ads are coming. And And if the ads reach the Salazar, they will give him the damage buff, and they will heal him additionally. So you can place here either tanks or fighters. At the beginning, you don't have to try to focus to kill them. You can just focus to block them while your high DPS hero is attacking them. If you're trying to just kill them with a platform hero, my suggestion would be to place him closer to the boss, because that way his range won't catch the ads that are coming. But if you want to kill the ads, then you should place him behind, so your range DPS platform hero can attack the ads and the boss at the same time, depending on the priority. And you have to remember, when you're placing fighters, always place them if they're going to be attacking the boss. You want to place them toward the Salazar. And when the ads come, if they are strong enough to kill the ads, they will turn around and attack the ads. So you don't want a fighter who is strong enough to take the beat from the Salazar ultimate. You don't want them facing away from Salazar. You want them facing Salazar, attacking Salazar as much as possible, and then when the ads come, then they turn around and attack the ads. And when Salazar does ultimate at this stage, he will attack only the blocker, so the unit that is blocking him, and the unit next to him. So if you have fighter next to him, they will get attacked. Meaning if you don't have strong fighters, as we said, you can put it further one tile away, and they will be safe from Salazar ulti. Additionally, of course, platform heroes are safe from the ultimate. And that is pretty much it for the stages 2 through 5. And just try with choosing your heroes. You can use Rex, as I said before. You can use the any other strong heroes that you have, and you don't have to have anything special for this stage, but just anything that you have, strong, just put them in, and they should be able to overpower the stage, basically. We go to stage 6 through 12 now. Here you should start using a real tank to block the Salazar, and if you you lose one platform slot as well for the heroes. If you want to use at this point 2 fighters who fight Salazar, and 1 range damage and 1 healer, or if you have really good tank or really high damage, you can use just 2 range DPSs. And then if you're using 2 fighters and 1 range DPS, 1 healer, I would suggest possibly using a healer on the side with a better fighter, and then a DPS on the side with a weaker fighter, so he can help him, the DPS can help him clear the waves. And here there is a neat trick that I didn't figure out myself, that you can do to in a fight, and I'll show you. I saw this from my bucket, of course, the goat. So when you place your DPS first, then you want to place the fighter when the Salazar reaches with his left foot and then puts his right foot up. In that way, you will be able to attack with this lane of hero, and then additionally with this hero as well. So basically you put Salazar in between of 2 lanes, so you can attack him with 2 fighters. This doesn't matter, for example, for Arrogance, because he attacks on the right and left as well. But if you don't have someone like Arrogance, you can place wait with placing the tank, and then you can play around exactly where the sweet spot is, and then that tank will be able to take it there, and 2 DPS from both sides will be able to attack it. and then the lineup that you guys can use. So from this week on, if you reach the Void Rift, stage 1 and then second fight, you are to get Oleg. This is how I got my Oleg. I wasn't lucky to summon him before that. And with my with the Oleg, you should be able to tank the boss till the end. So he's a really amazing tank. He has the really huge shield, which is based on his max HP. And he has good ultimate, but it's not worth using because when you use the ultimate, he doesn't apply the shield. So, I mean, the ultimate is situational. With Awakening 5, he can protect additional allies on his sides. So he can be used at the times when the Salazar does his ultimate, and then you protect both sides and Oleg at the same time. But other than that, it's not really efficient for just normal damage tanking, and it would be like efficient in Gear Raid 2 to protect the platform guys. Other than that, Isolde would be really good, especially for the later stages. She's a bit less tanky, but she can help all the allies around her, making gearing your fighters easier. What I personally used was Livian, because she has a really high damage reduction, and her ultimate is permanent. So when she goes into ultimate, then you are good to go. She doesn't require much healing herself. And I was lucky to pull early on Salazar, and then with a Wrath, they were enough with Volca to push through a lot of stages without needing for them to be helped, because they have, as they are 5-star, and Wrath has a lot of base HP himself with a 21k, so you don't need much gear to get them to 40k, which is a needed amount for you to survive the attack. Additionally, hero that I think is like the MVP in this fight would be Astrid, and the reason why is because she has a defense reduction that goes to 30% with skill ups, and she attacks quite a lot, so fast, and she can have one additional range as well, which is nice here. You can place 2 heroes in one line attacking Salazar, so that is of course always nice, and then just some high attacks and attack speed. So she's really nice with a defense reduction, because Salazar, unlike the guild boss, has a lot of defense. So she would be amazing to lower the defense. Additionally, what hero you can use, and I was using until end on stage 18 as well, was Narvi. I would place her at the beginning. She would give me a lot of cost, so I can play with more cost, and I can place more heroes there. The additionally strong hero is Warath that I use personally. He's good to attack the ads because of his AoE, and then his ultimate. When he goes berserk mode and a lot of attack speed and everything else, he does a lot of damage. And then if you have like the offset, the set that gives additional damage on each hit, I put it on him, for example, and then it can be utilized really good with his really fast attack speed. Then for like marksman early on, I suggest using skreef. He's really good with a poison, but not that good early on. But he gets better and better later on, because the poison does percent damage off the boss's HP, because the boss has not that high HP, and percentage wise you do a lot more damage early on than later on, even though you have a lot stronger heroes later on. The poison does a lot more damage to boss later on. Then that's why I like him a lot. And you don't need to put anything special on him, just give him some attack speed and he's good to go. Other people use Cuke as well. He is good, but what I don't like about him is his poison trap. So when he places the poison trap, that position you are not able to place any heroes then. So if that position where he places the trap is somewhere where you want to place a fighter, you will be unable to. And even in arena, he's not that good because his trap can be away from your range DPS or melee DPS guys. So he traps them there, and then you're basically losing time while the unit is trapped. So yeah, I don't like him that much, but for guild boss, he's the best poison guy. And he has the most HP himself, and there he needs to survive and he needs to take few hits. So yeah, he would be good for that. But due to no requirements or any gear, just attack speed, I'd use him for the artifact material raid. And then when you're done with it, you can just sell him, promote him, whatever. But Cuke you can level up for guild boss. And yeah, that's it for the next chapter of the artifact material raid for 13 through 18. That will be in the next video. And just remember, guys, when we catch them all, we still need to play the game, so don't spend all the red crystals on summoning. Try to hold on. I know it's tough, even for me as well. Cheers, bye.